Well, guys, it happened. US and Israel carry out strikes against Iran. They actually did it. They actually decided to go through with it. They've been building up in the Persian Gulf. They've been building up military assets. We had a feeling this was coming, but they actually decided to do it. They are hell-bent on bringing down the Iranian regime, even though the American people don't want war. They have been planning this for years. For years, they have been planning this. Remember? President Donald J. Trump is ending the United States participation in unacceptable Iran deal. The Iran deal was created to prevent this from happening. Trump ripped that up so that we can bomb this country into the Stone Age because we don't like the people running it. Listen, I'm not a fan of the Iranian regime. Nobody is. They are awful people. What they did to the protesters last month was unacceptable. But we getting involved does not make this situation better. In fact, it only makes the regime more popular. And killing and bombing innocent people is not okay. It is never okay. It is unacceptable. All it's going to do is turn these people away, too, from the United States even more. They chant death to America. Well, they are going to chant that louder than they ever have before now. I can't believe I'm covering this. I had a whole video planned out that got scrapped because our leaders decided to start another war in the Middle East. Like we needed one of those. Look at this. They are bombing all over the country. This isn't just some little strike. I mean, there is bombing all over Tehran. There's bombings in the eastern part of the country, the western part of the country. It is happening all over. We know the United States is involved. We know Israel is involved. Trump is going to war for Israel. Israel needs to topple Iran because they need the Middle East to be under their sway, and their biggest obstacle is Iran. Israel is a rogue state. I think it's time to admit that Israel is a rogue state. They have absolutely lost their marble. How many countries have they attacked in the last 2 years? I don't even know. It's like 7 or more. That is insane. What they're doing in Gaza is absolutely horrendous. I mean, we don't even know how many people have died because the estimates are all over the place. They attacked Lebanon, remember? They bombed Syria too, we know. They bombed Iran multiple times. But this time, the United States is completely in on it. Because this time, Trump thinks, maybe it'll help his poll numbers or something. I don't even know why Trump is doing this. Last year, we had the 12-day war, and Trump's argument was we had to bomb Iran to stop them from building a nuclear weapon. And then we attack Iran again. At his State of the Union, he said we crippled Iran, but then they want to build a nuke still. George W. Bush is probably one of the worst presidents we've ever had. But when they invaded Iraq, they, at least lied to us. I know, that's crazy. That's not that that's even a good thing. You should never lie to go to war. You should never really go to war unless you're defending yourself or your allies. But this administration is so incompetent they didn't even lie. They were quietly building up their armada, getting ready to attack, and then they just did without any excuse, without any sort of propaganda network. I mean, they just literally in the last week started saying Iran's going to have a nuclear bomb. That was pretty much their argument for this. Here's a map of the 2024 election, the presidential election. Trump won somewhat comfortably, won all 7 swing states. His approval rating, we've talked about it before, is in the water. Does he really think a foreign war is going to help? Does he think bombing random people in Iran for Israel, for a foreign country who people already don't like because it keeps attacking country after country after country? Does he really think this is going to help him? Look what happened the last time we had a rogue regime running our country and they just decided to invade multiple countries that didn't attack us. Yeah, that's a pretty big landslide, isn't it? I mean, it's almost like Trump is trying to recreate this 2008 map. At this point, I don't even know if the Democrats can lose in 2028. Like, that's how bad this. JD Vance is probably the most pissed off right now. Not because he doesn't want to do this. He wants to do this, of course. JD Vance is a corporate stooge of the billionaires. But you know JD Vance is upset because he wants to be president more than anything. And he knows this looks bad because he was one of the only people lying about this, trying to justify this, trying to create a narrative. The sad reality is, look at 2004 here. George W. Bush won. He won by even more than he did in 2000, even though he didn't even really win in 2000. The Supreme Court just gave him that election, essentially. But in 2004, he won. And part of the reason is because, unfortunately, the Iraq War was pretty popular. You know, we had close margins in states like Wisconsin, Pennsylvania, Michigan, and Iowa, but it just didn't matter. Bush, people liked the Iraq War for the most part. People were down for that because they were lied to. They were tricked by their government into a war. This time, they're not naive to this. They're not going to believe this. They're not going to side with Trump. They're going to see the results, and we're probably going to get, massive turnout against the Republic. I mean, Trump is just trying to doom his party. He is dooming his party. Who wants to go to war right now when you can't even afford groceries? The economy is in shit. Nobody wants to go to war. Even the most war hawks want to focus in on the economy. Morally, this is just reprehensible as well. I mean, this is bombing innocent people. Bombing innocent people who just want to live their life. People who just want to have a normal, happy life. And now their house is gone because Israel decided that they have some biblical right to the land or something stupid like that. It's insane. It's insane. And the US is all on board for this. I mean, I don't even know what's going to happen. We genuinely might see the first landslide since 2008. I mean, this Trump second term is way worse than I could have thought. I mean, I knew it was going to be bad, but I am genuinely in shock. First Venezuela, now Iran, in the span of a month and a half. I mean, what is that? Right now, Democrats are up on the generic ballot by about 7-ish. This is so let's swing over to 7. This would be a 7-point swing, essentially. Roughly. This would be the Democrats winning by 7. I mean, look at this, man. This is genuinely something we might be seeing in 2008. Not 2008, 2028. Because who's gonna vote Republican? Like, honestly, who would vote Republican in 2028 at this point? Like, what are you getting for it? The economy's not good, according to most people. Most people aren't feeling it. The tariffs are terrible. ICE is insane. I mean, no matters they're trying to do the SAVE Act. They genuinely think it's the only way they can win, even though the SAVE Act's only probably going to make it harder for Republicans to vote because you need a passport, and the most people who own a passport are college-educated people, and they're all Democrats. Like, I genuinely don't understand. The people running this country are idiots, but I'm not surprised. They're all Epstein associated. I don't know. I don't know what's going to happen, but I had to make this news. I had to let you guys know that, yes, the United States is attacking Iran for Israel. Only reason, really. I mean, the U.S. has wanted to take down this regime because Israel has. That's why it always has wanted to. And the saddest part about this is, I don't even know if most Democrats are going to criticize this. My own senator here in Pennsylvania, John Fetterman, is probably going to praise Trump for his actions. That makes this even more sad. The Democrats need to capitulate on this. They need a bold anti-war message in 2028. That if they don't take that, they actually might blow this. election. Nobody wants to focus on the Middle East right now. People are struggling here back at home. The last thing that people want to do is bomb some random family across the world. It's true. It's true. Who wants that? I don't know anybody who would be down for that. Do you know anybody who would be down for that? I mean, I'm not saying this country is intelligent. Look at the people they elect. But there's no way they could be that stupid, right? Anyways, I'll keep you guys updated. I'll see you in the next one. I had a video planned for this. That one's been scrapped, but we have some primaries coming up. The big Texas one will definitely cover that. It just goes to show why we need the right candidates to win. Remember, Jasmine Crockett, she is in the pocket of Israel. Not that James Tallarico is the best on Israel, but Jasmine Crockett is probably going to defend this. She just got endorsed by Kamala Harris today. Kamala Harris and Joe Biden destroyed Gaza for Israel. They protected them. They never criticized them. They never cut off the weapons. So, if you really think, so you really think Jasmine Crockett's the right candidate now in Texas? No, she's literally probably gonna support this war. Anyways, I wish I would have had good news, but again, I'm not here to tell you the good news. I'm here to tell you the news. To go over it. I'm with you. I'm here. I'm gonna go for everything with you guys. I'll be here. I'll see you guys in the next one.